Please welcome CMA's four-time Female Vocalist of the Year, Martina McBride.
That was someone named Martina McBride, probably 15, maybe 20 years ago, performing at an event for Barack Obama. Now, I don't know the exact date of this performance, but I feel safe estimating that it was probably around 15 years ago, because there were only 5 or 6 wrinkles on the forehead of our former fearless leader, Johnny B. Biden. At the time, he was just an aging fossil instead of being fully fossilized like he is today. Uncle KC, who in the hell is Martina McBride? Yeah, before I woke up this morning, I had never heard of Martina McBride. Apparently, she's a famous country music singer, which explains why Uncle KC has never heard of her, because I don't listen to country music. But it is important to remember, Martina McBride had no problem performing for Barack Obama. Or maybe she was performing for the uninspirational Michelle Obama. Either way, it's important to remember that Martina McBride had no problem performing for Barry. And neither did anyone else. There was no backlash. There was no fake outrage, which is why I'm struggling to understand why there is so much controversy surrounding an event that was organized and designed to celebrate America's 250th birthday. And I'm damn sure struggling to understand why these doofus artists are submitting to deacons at Woke United Methodist and refusing to perform at this event. Next month, Don Trump has organized a 2-week celebration of America. The event is called Freedom 250. It runs from June 25th through July 10th. And it was designed to celebrate 250 years of American freedom, 250 years of being the greatest country on earth. It's taking place at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. With America turning 250 this year, you would think that everyone could put politics to the side, put their differences to the side, and come together to celebrate our great country. We literally have brave men and women fighting a war right now in Iran. The absolute least we could do here at home is enjoy the freedom they are sacrificing their lives for. But as you guys know, and I've been telling you guys this in the live reads that we were doing for American Attitude. As you guys know, doofus Democrats are allergic to unity. The party of the donkey. They don't want a united America. Over the last few years, doofus Democrats have been dropping donkey turds throughout the country, hoping to keep us divided. Unfortunately, it's working. Initially, 9 musical acts agreed to perform at America 250. As of Friday afternoon, 6 of the 9 acts, they are refusing to participate. Why? Because they found out that America 250 was organized by Orangeman Bad! Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at American Alternative Assets. One of the most important aspects of getting older is saving for retirement. Most people invest through their 401k, which is a great strategy, but the markets can be volatile. You never know when another 2008 crash is coming that will wipe out 20-30% of your savings, if not more. It's important to protect yourself, and that is where American Alternative Assets steps in. American Alternative Assets isn't just another company that's looking to sell you gold and silver. They have highly trained specialists that will help you preserve your wealth. When you purchase through American Alternative Assets, they send you the actual gold. They don't send you a piece of paper congratulating you for buying gold. They send you the actual physical coins. If you change your mind and you decide that gold isn't the right investment for you, American Alternative Assets has a 100% buyback guarantee. You just call them up and they'll buy it back from you. American Alternative Assets will work with you every step of the way to protect your retirement. If precious metals isn't the right investment for you, they will tell you. You literally have nothing to lose. So start protecting yourself today by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment below, or you can call 855-GOLD-001. 855-GOLD-001. From my understanding, all 9 artists originally agreed to perform at America 250 because they were told it was going to be a nonpartisan event, which is the truth. The event is supposed to be nonpartisan. But then an article was published by Spin Magazine, which was surprising to me because I didn't know that this toxic turd was still being published. Spin Magazine was big back in the 90s, but in the year of our Lord 2026, I didn't know any magazine was still being published. Everything was going as planned for America 250 until Spin Magazine published an article describing the event as being backed by Don Trump. All of a sudden, artists were dropping faster than pants at the Butt Bongo Festival. Morris Day, Young MC, Milli Vanilli. Who, and who? It's actually a benefit that these so-called artists pulled out of the event. If you put their names on the poster, no one is calling to buy tickets. They'll be calling the police station to report the location of a missing person. Correct me if I'm wrong here. They were before my time, but isn't Milli Vanilli the guy, or maybe they were a group? I think they were popular back in the 1980s. Then they were busted lip syncing. They weren't the actual performers that were singing on the records or the CDs. They were essentially the public faces, and there were real singers behind the scenes who were the actual performers. Got that right? If that's the case, why in the hell would you book Milli Vanilli to perform when they don't even have the ability to perform? The other 3 acts that dropped are Martina McBride, the Commodores, and Bret Michaels. Now, I am not familiar with the other 2, but I am surprised and kind of disappointed to see this from Bret Michaels. For those that don't know, Bret Michaels is the lead singer of Poison. My generation, us millennials, we remember Bret Michaels from Rock of Love on VH1, where he's this 45-year-old dude trying to seduce 21, 22-year-old girls. But throughout his career, Bret Michaels has always been extremely supportive of our military, and he has always had love and appreciation for America. So I'm somewhat surprised to see him cave to the pressure from the wanker spankers and pull out of this event celebrating America. But what this really shows is how far we have fallen as a country. Prior to 2016, if your favorite artist was performing at the White House, if your NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball team went to the White House to be honored by the president, there was no controversy. There was no backlash. Every year during July 4th, there was no intentional divisiveness. Everyone came together to shoot fireworks, and no one gave a shit about your politics. But over the last 10 years, The disease of politics has invaded every aspect of American culture. You can't go anywhere to escape it. I'm sure my daily viewers have noticed recently there have been less political videos here on the channel. There's a reason for that. Actually, there are two reasons for that. Number one, it got exhausting. I felt like it was getting repetitive, redundant. And two, I also noticed that you guys were showing less and less interest in political videos. Probably because you were feeling the same way I was. Every time I watch Tucker Carlson or every time I see one of his videos in my YouTube feed, he's always talking about the same thing. Hey friends, it's me, Tucky! I just received inside information from Marge Taylor Greene. She's officially confirmed to me who's to blame for all our problems. It's Don Trump. It's not just conservative. Well, I guess Tucker Carlson is a conservative. Either way, it's not just conservative commentators that are repetitive. The young turds, Anna Kasparian and the dude whose name I can never pronounce, Doink, Dink, whatever the hell his name is. He's the Muslim dude that disguises himself as an atheist. I used to watch the Young Turks because they provide a different perspective. I rarely agreed with them, but I found them to be more authentic than MSNBC or the unknowns at CNN. But like their friend Tucky, it's just the same repetitive garbage every single day. After a while, it just gets exhausting. Politics used to be a nuisance that we dealt with every 4 years. But in between those 4 years, we used to be able to come together. We used to go to sporting events to escape politics. Comedy shows, concerts, TV shows, movies. We used to have all these things that provided an escape from the disease of politics. But today, the disease has infected every aspect of American culture, and look at the end result. Uncle KC, it's all Don Trump's fault. The country was united before he divided us. Do I think the Trumper is blameless? No, but I think the main reason politics has infected every aspect of our culture is because of social media. Social media is a disease, and I think people are finally realizing it. For the first time ever, social media usage has declined by 10% this year. And you know who is leading the charge to ditch social media? The same generation who is leading the charge to get back into church, Gen Z. I think Hollywood and I think these music artists are behind the curve here. I started noticing this on my channel in the last 6, maybe 9 months. In terms of the overall country, my channel is small, but there are 500,000 unique viewers on my channel every month. That's a lot of people. And I started noticing that political videos were drawing less and less interest. I think people are tired of it. They are tired of having no escape. But maybe I'm wrong. You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.